Welcome back to 60 Unit, my name is Misty Chronexia, and this is yet another episode of Anime of the Week. If you're new to the game, it's very simple, I'm gonna catch you up real fast. We go on a website called myanimelist.net, pick anime at random, 10 of them, and I rate them with a random button that I've installed if you want it, if you do want it, because a lot of people do. We have a recipe on my Discord, you can follow it, and it's gonna tell you how to install this magical button that doesn't exist unless you're me. So, that being taken care of, let's go ahead and pick our first one. Let's go. Let's just jump into it. And the first one for this for this week is gonna be Fushigi Yugi. It's a good anime. I should probably have put more oomph into it. Fushigi Yugi is a really good anime, but it's a historical one from the 90s, which are both things that are normally something that appeals to me. I mean, a lot of people are nostalgic about it, and they're gonna tell you it's the second coming of Christ, but the Chinese version of it. Essentially, it's current 90s kids that get teleported back in ancient China, and it's mostly a story for girls. There's a bit of romance, a little bit of action, lots of drama, and folklore about Chinese mythology and stuff like that. Not my personal interest, although it is a decent anime, it is a good one, but this is not for me. So we're gonna cut to the clip and pick another one after that. This video is sponsored by Displate. Displate is an online company that focuses on creating artwork directly printed on steel plate that you can mount to your wall in the most idiot-proof way. Seriously, I'm not much of a handyman, but you just slap these bad boys on the wall and bada bing bada boom, you're done. They have hundreds upon thousands of selection that will have you browse their site for literal hours. This is the second time I pick frames from them because I love their look and their simplicity. You guys know I'm a big sucker for cells at work, so I got this sick platelet warning sign. If you want a more sober look, you can go for logos like this Psycho-Pass one. Or if you like cool artwork, you can get something like this Megumin one from Konosuba. Want to be current? Check out this Mob Psycho 100 one. But if you really want to piss off people who think Goku would have any chance against Saitama, you gotta get this bad boy. Sorry, I'm really passionate about this one. Check out the link in the description to get your Displate today, and if you use the coupon code MISTY, you can get 15% off of your purchase. You're bound to find something you like, I assure you. Now let's get back to the video. So now that you're fully decorated with your Displate, let's go ahead and pick the second entry for today, which is going to be Zetsubo Sensei. Okay. I like this one. It's a dark comedy. You have to go in with kind of an iron stomach for this. It talks about the Japanese culture, but in a dark approach. It's comedy, it's kind of current-ish. I mean, it was for the mid-2000s that it was. I think it aged pretty well. It still has kind of a notion of touch on the current event that happens in Japan. If you don't have a lot of culture around the country, some of the stuff might get lost on you, but it's still a very fun and interesting anime to watch just for the dark tone it takes and the way it paints the picture. Highly recommend this one. So we got two pretty high so far. We got Fushigi Yugi, really solid entry. Sayonara was Zetsubo Sensei, just as good. Let's go for number 3, which is going to be the Irregular at Magic High School. I like this one. It's definitely more on the magical / fantasy side. The story is about a brother and sister that are going into a new school, and the school kind of segregates people with potential / talent versus people with no future. I don't know. It's a bad approach to have with kids, but it works in this case of this anime. The guy gets put in the idiot class, and the girl is put in the cool class, and the guy turns out to be really badass, so good animation, really solid visuals. The story pretty good as well, and has really cool battles. So if any of these tags kind of hook yourself in, I suggest give it a try because this is one of the good ones. Alright, we're up to number 4. Number 4, I mean, eventually our luck is gonna run out. We've been getting pretty good shows so far, so... I mean, case in point. Modern Magic Made Simple is... I'm gonna say it's garbage, because... hey, it is! No, I mean... It's kind of generic. The characters don't amount to anything. You have very one-dimensional cast, and there's nothing that stands out about this anime. It's a story about magic, but if you're gonna watch one, just watch the Irregular at Magic High School instead, because it's league better than this. The girl can be cute, but even then, I mean, there's not a single point that I can put on this show that's like, yeah, watch it for this exact reason. There's none. It's just there. It exists. If you're a completionist, have at it. But I don't think you're gonna come out and be like, yeah, I'm glad I wasted like 6 hours watching this garbage. But hey, you do you, man. Number 5, let's go. We kind of hit the bump on the road. Hopefully we can actually bring in... Yeah, we can. We can definitely bring it back up. Hinamatsuri. I talked about this anime, I think, 2 or 3 videos ago. It's so good. The comedy is genius. The dub is amazing. It's done by one of my good friend, Amanda Lee. She is just terrific in the role of Anzu. So... if you're a person that prefer to watch dub, they really gave it justice. If you care about the Japanese audio, it's just as good. So, I highly recommend this one. If you've been putting it back, go and watch it. You're gonna have a really good comedy about a girl that gets taken in by a Yakuza member, and she has psychic powers. So good. Number 6. Number 6. We keep going until we get 10, and the next one is... No, I'm not gonna do you dirty like this. Made in Heaven is a hentai, and as usual, we... Oh, there's dildos on the picture. I just noticed. Yeah, no, if the picture wasn't obvious enough, it is a hentai. The story is about 2 childhood friends that are now like older, and the girl basically becomes his maid / sex slave. Willing sex slave, don't worry about it, she's into it. I'm trying to read back the synopsis at the same time, but yeah, I mean, it's just a plot device to have a kind of power play dynamic between the characters. There's 2 episodes. I haven't seen much of it. I haven't seen any of it, as a matter of fact. So, pick it up if you're into that dirty smut, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna need a solid palate cleanser after the last one. Well, let's go ahead and click it. Number 7 is gonna be Vivid Red Operation. If you're going in for this anime to get lollies into ecchi scenario, go for it. But if you're telling me that you're going in there to watch the story and the cool plot, I'm gonna call off your bullshit because it has neither. The story is about a group of girls that they transform, they merged, they fuse, they Potoro fuse together, except they get naked when they do it, not like Dragon Ball, but I mean kind of, and they fight off monsters. The only reason you would watch this anime is for the eye candy, because it looks really good, but there's nothing else that kind of hold it together besides that, so... If I were you, hard pass. And there's better ecchi ones than it. Alright, we only have 3 left to go through. So far we got a pretty diverse selection. If you're into ecchi, you got something. If you're into actual good story, there's something else. So let's see where we go from there. Mandaichi Tachi. This is a really good show. I don't really get why it has like a 7.7 score. I think it's severely underrepresented. If you like No Game No Life, but you've seen No Game No Life, remember that excitement that you had watching every episode? You have the same thing with this one. It is an Isekai anime about a bunch of OP teenagers that go into a new world and they take up challenges. It's fascinating. The anime is well done, the characters are fun to watch, and overall it's a really good pick. 8 down, 2 to go. Let's see where we take... Naughty. Keijo. Keijo is... It's kind of a guilty pleasure anime. You know, there's a saying that says, like, too much of something is not good. But Keijo kind of just goes beyond that and is like, you want more? I got more. Take it. Take all of it. And essentially, it's girls bumping their booties together to throw each other off of a water platform. It's a sport in Japan. It's kind of a water sport. But seriously, we're all adult here, and sincerely, it's a fun fan service anime. The characters are beautiful, if anything, and not obnoxious all the time, but they look nice. So I think the manga is a little bit better, though. I haven't read it. I have seen the anime, though, and it is fine dining. So check it out if you're into some good ecchi stuff. Like, forget Vivid Red, go for this one instead. And the absolute final draws that we're gonna get today is going to be, sorry if I click off, Etotama! I guess this is also kind of a guilty pleasure anime. Not a lot of people like it. Not a lot of people have seen it. I liked it. The story is based on the Chinese zodiac, where you have like the rat, the sheep, the horse, and all the gang. And in the lore of the Chinese zodiac, there's also like a 13th character, which is the cat. And in this story, the cat tries to take on the other zodiac animals to kind of go and take a spot in the roster. It's kind of like applying for Smash. Sometimes you want to have Lloyd in it, and you just get a Mii costume. Maybe someday. I don't know. Kind of got sidetracked. Etotama will be hit or miss for some people because it has CG. It has normal drawing, but it also shifts into chibi CG, like 3D characters that are fighting. I found that very endearing. I found that very cute. Not sure if everyone's gonna like it. I do recommend it quite a lot though, because it's unique, it's different, and I think sometimes when you've seen pretty much everything else, something slightly different can go a long way. So yeah, that's all 10 of our entries for today. Try any of them out. I want to sort everything we got from least recommended to most recommended. I have a cheat sheet here that kind of helped me like not fuck around too much. Number 10, I would put Modern Magic Made Simple. Number 9, I would put Vivid Red Operation. Simply because what it has to offer is ecchi, like cool design of fan service, but we got like better ones, so I don't see why you would pick this one instead. Number 8, I'm gonna put the hentai because it's uncensored and that's a good perk for a hentai. Number 7, I'm gonna put Keijo because it is really good, but the other shows that I'm gonna list after this kind of have something more than just being visually appealing to me, so that's why it kind of gets dethroned all the way to 7. Sorry if you... I'm not even sorry if you don't agree. I really don't care. Number 6, Fushigi Yugi. Because even though it is historical and kind of outdated, I think the story really makes up for it. So number 6 is as far as I can put this one. Number 5, I'm gonna put Etotama. Etotama because, again, while a lot of people won't like it, I personally had a really fun time watching the episode. I think the battle against every Zodiac is fresh. Is not as good as the Juni Taisen, but that's another guilty pleasure selection that's not even in this video, so Etotama, number 5, is fair. Number 4, Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, because it's dark comedy, it has a really cool approach on a lot of things, and I think it's insightful on a lot of purpose. I believe it will help a lot of people that are struggling with anxiety or stuff like that, so if you feel like you deal with depression or any kind of mental illness, they really have a nice appeal on the show. Number 3, The Irregular at Magic High School. It's just a good anime. Number 2, Mondaiji Tachi, because like I said, it's kind of like a second No Game No Life. And finally, number 1, obviously it leaves Hinamatsuri for it. I was absolutely smitten by this anime when I saw it, and I had such a blast watching every episode, and I'm waiting for season 2! That's all 10 of our entries, from least recommended to most recommended. Take a draw, I mean, this is not like solid concrete gold. You take whatever you want to watch out of these. Don't forget to check out Displate with the link in the description. If you use the coupon code MISTY, it also gets you 15% off. It will help you immensely. But be ready to spend like at least 2 or 3 hours just browsing through their immense selection because they have so much cool stuff. But that is all the time that I had for today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Stay subscribed if you want to see more in the future. And I will catch you guys next time.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.